Hey everybody, it's almost that time of year, which is textbook buying season. Yes, it is coming up and I'm going to explain it to you and I'm going to tell you some changes that we made with our service to help you guys better be successful in terms of sourcing books, including textbooks. All right, so let's take a look at this Keepa chart. Just for reference, this is not a textbook. This is what we would consider a non-textbook where it sort of just sells randomly throughout the year. And if you ask, I know some people ask, well, when is textbook season, right? It really depends on the book, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. In general, though, it starts, late December, very late December, last week in December maybe, and then really heavy in January, and then sort of ending at the end of January, but it really does depend on the individual book, which I'll show you. All right, so in this example, you can see this is pretty clear that this book starts to pick up sales, and we're looking at the Keepa chart, we're looking at the sales rank, and it picks up quite a bit right in the beginning of January, and it kind of dies out right at the end of February. So when I say that we're in the, as I make this video in October 2021, what you want to do is you want to take advantage of the increased sales that are going to be coming up, but you got to buy soon. Really, the heavy buying season would come more towards the late October and really into November and somewhat into December, right? And what we've always tried to do with our service is my service is not about trying to tell you what you want to hear to just come on and sign up for a month, right? That's really not, right? I'm trying to put you guys in the best position to be successful. And you're getting a lot of the information that I get is from, homegrown, spending literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on buying used books and looking at the data and telling us what strategies should we employ. So some of the mistakes I've made, when I first started off, not using my software, by the way, but just using other software, running across a book in textbook season, finding out it's a textbook, it looks really good, and then you realize that you really don't have enough time to get it in and get it sold during textbook season. Then you end up sitting on it for several months, right? You don't want to do that, and I don't want you to do that with our service, so I'm trying to make it really, really easy. Now, I got some feedback in the past from some folks that said, hey, you know what, I want more textbooks, and we were curating our books and giving you more textbooks, but they were more in super flips. We didn't do it so much in diamond flips. We kind of just said, we randomized the data, we do all kinds of things, but we made a change in the summer of 2021. I didn't really announce it or anything, but just letting you guys know that now we've got much better controls, and we're going to better control how many diamond flips we give you. And if you're not familiar with diamond flips, I'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to look at the Keepa charts and we're kind of tell you, okay, this is a textbook, and here's when you may be wanting to buy more textbooks. All right, so let's take a look. All right, just another couple more examples of textbooks. So this one, sort of picks up at the end of December. This one is a better selling book. You can see kind of really picks up at the end of December, and this one goes all the way kind of strong into the first week or middle of February. And this one's a real strong selling book at the end of December all the way through January. But you get the idea, right? So what you want to do is buy a lot of books. If you're going to buy textbooks, buy them, in November if you can, right? In November and December. So how are we going to help you do that? All right, let's see. All right, so now, by the way, the focus of this video is to talk about the diamond flips and of buying textbooks, not the data. I've purposely made this is all dummy data, so don't bother thinking that these are free diamond flips. They are not, right? Our diamond flips are on our Plus and Pro plan. But anyway, so in this example, what we were doing is we would not give you enough textbooks even for that time of year, right? In this example, this is just an example, but this is some of the feedback we got from customers. Says, hey, Victor, I'm only getting a couple of textbooks and I really want more textbooks, right? So this was what I'm going to say is an improvement, which we've since improved upon. So here's an example of, now this isn't exact numbers, but I'm making this on, or this example rather, is you can see October 16th, 2021, and you can just, not that I'm going to count them, but you can just visually see the green ones. Those are the regular textbooks that presumably would sell more come January 2022. And then as we move along, here's what you're going to see with our service now. And as we move on in, let's say this was November, you're going to see a lot more textbooks, right? I don't know exactly this many. And of course, if you're on the Pro plan, you're getting 25 a day. If you're on the Plus plan, then you're getting 10 a day. But regardless of what plan on, you're going to see a higher increase of textbooks. And then as we get into, let's say it's January, right? And this is where, again, I'm trying to make you guys successful. I don't want you buying tons of textbooks in January, right? I buy textbooks, by the way, year round. I buy all kinds of books at all kinds of prices all the time, right? But I don't buy a ton of textbooks during textbook season. If you remember one of the textbooks that you saw where it was selling pretty strong kind of all year, right? So, just because it sells very heavy during textbook season doesn't mean you can't buy that book and sell it. You can buy it maybe in January or February and sell it in March, and still do very well with it, right? But in general, you do not want to buy lots and lots of textbooks during textbook season. So this is the kind of thing that an improvement that we made directly from customers saying, hey, we want to see more textbooks. People love the diamond flips, of course, right? That's the easiest and quickest way usually to find books to flip. All right. And then maybe in March, when we get back out of textbook season, you'll start to see more textbooks inside our diamond flips every day. Now, the one thing I need to mention to you, if you're new or you haven't used our service before, one thing that people talk about with textbooks or what you need to be aware of, and I tell this to you right when you sign up so you know. Again, I don't want people, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, that you can just sell any book. You can't, right? Amazon restricts all kinds of products for all kinds of reasons for all kinds of sellers. So we have a couple things that can help you. First, we've got this restricted button, right? So if you're looking to buy one of these books, it's a textbook, or even if it's not a textbook, you can just click on that. It'll tell you, take you directly into Seller Central, and you'll know whether or not you can sell that book. So that's really, really handy, and that's what you should be doing to make sure that you don't accidentally buy a book that you cannot sell on Amazon. You don't want to do that. The other thing we just came out with, if you haven't seen it, is we have something that's called, if you go to our website and go to highly restricted ASIN list tool, you can click on that. And there's a video, so I won't go into the details, and you can just click on these and test for yourself if this would be helpful to you. But basically what it does is pretty cool. It just, it highlights, just an example, you can see, let's say this is not a textbook, but it will highlight highly restricted books right inside the software. Okay, so that way you don't even need to click. You can skip over that book, look at another one, because you're probably not going to be able to sell that one. But this tool is not for everybody. You can again go to the website and check it out for free and see if it makes sense for you. All right, so that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.